What up? It's your boy Wall Street, back again. And today, I want to talk about one of the most interesting players in the NBA, both on the court and off the court, Mr. Zion Williamson, who hails from Salisbury, North Carolina. And I got to talk about this because I just think Zion needs to get out of New Orleans. He needs a fresh start. He needs to go somewhere else because on the court, he can't stay healthy, and off the court, he can't stay out of drama, right? He's not like involved in any crazy stuff where he's like going to jail, right? Nothing like that. But like the women that come up in these stories outside of the court, it doesn't, like, he needs to get away from all of this nonsense, because when he was coming into the league, people were like, this dude is going to be a game-changing talent, and he just hasn't been able to stay healthy. And when he's on the court, it's not for long. He plays well when he's on the court, right, for the most part. But then as soon as he gets off the court, it's like he's back, doing bullshit. And I don't understand what's going on. So the reason I'm bringing this up is because a story just came out. And the headline is, I'm going to read the headline exactly how it says. Accused stalker romantically linked to NBA star Zion Williamson assaults rival at his home in violent scene. Rival, okay, right? You might think, what does that mean? So it says an accused stalker that's romantically linked to New Orleans Pelicans Zion Williamson allegedly assaulted a love rival and egged the NBA star's house, according to a report. So the lady that's named here is Akima Love. I'm not sure who that is. She's 31 years old. Zion is yet to turn 25, so he's messing with some older women here. And she's accused of threatening the unidentified love rival on social media, and then allegedly assaulted this rival at Zion's house in Kenner, Louisiana. So I don't know what's going on. I guess this lady, Akima, also is the mother of Zion's daughter. So I guess there's some history there. And I guess, Zion and her are not together. But this is insane. This is absolutely insane. I mean, like, from the Mariah Mills stuff to this, and like all of the just, him like being in Vegas for, the in-season tournament with Brandon Ingram. I don't know if that was last year or the year before. And like, it's just, this dude's mind is on women and partying and eating good food. And this is like, he has such great potential, and it's just not being realized here. And I think he came to New Orleans as a young kid, fresh off of that one and done season at Duke. And he got a lot of money real quick, right? He was the number 1 overall pick. And he just went crazy, right? He just went crazy with it. And I can't blame him. I mean, there's a lot of people in his situation that would have done a lot worse, right? So it's not the end of the world. But at the same time, it's like he's about to be 25 this summer. I think he's got to go somewhere else where he's not going to be involved in stuff like this, because he needs like blinders on the side of his face so that he can just focus on basketball, focus on being the healthiest possible version of himself. Forget about the women for a little bit. Forget about going to the club and going out and doing all this stuff. Like, just play basketball. Because at this point, I really do think his career is riding on this. Like, if he has one more year where he plays less than like 40 games and this type of stuff is coming out, like, I really don't know how much longer he's going to last in the league, honestly, right? And I think right now, if you're a team that's not the Pelicans trying to acquire Zion Williamson, you probably have a decent shot to get him for I'd say a bargain, right? Because he just finished this season playing 30 games total, 28.6 minutes per game. Field goal percentage was the lowest it's been since he got into the league at 56.7%, which is still very high for, the size that he is, 6'6". Almost 25 points a game, 7 rebounds, 5.3 assists, almost a block, 1.2 steals. I just the talent is there. The talent is undeniable. It's there. It's just he has to stay out of all this drama. And I don't know if he's going to be able to do it. I really don't at this point. But he's got to go somewhere. He's got to go to a team where there just isn't to do, right? He's got to go somewhere I don't know. Where's a place that he could go where there's just not much to do, right? I mean, he could go back home to Charlotte. That might be a good spot for him. I don't think he's from Charlotte. He's from North Carolina, but you could go back to Charlotte, go back to his home state of North Carolina, and maybe that would be a good thing for him. Maybe he could go to Indiana. I feel like Indiana's probably a lot more tame than New Orleans. I don't know, man. He's got to get out of the environment that he's in because it's clearly not good for him. I don't think the Pelicans organization is keeping anybody healthy. And frankly, he needs the most attention when it comes to keeping his body right, being healthy. I mean, Dyson Daniels said it earlier in the season, or it might have been the off season when he got traded and was the Pelicans are cursed. Everybody over there is dealing with a foot or an ankle. There's something going on, something in the water. He's just got to get out of there, man. He's got to get out of there. And I don't know where he needs to end up, but I think any change of scenery at this point would be a good change of scenery. I don't think he should go to LA or New York or Brooklyn or Miami. He shouldn't go to any of these places because I don't think that's going to be better for him than New Orleans. He's still going to be tempted by all the same BS that he's been tempted by in, the Big Easy. But, man, I just don't know anymore. But I love Zion. I think he's an incredible talent, and he just has to get it right. He has to get his body right, and he'll continue to have a very good career in the NBA. But he's not progressing the way that I think he should be progressing right now. And I think a lot of it has to do with the stuff that's going on off the court. Because he's becoming a distraction to his teammates on some level, right? And the Pelicans are not good, right? Everybody and their mother on the Pelicans has been injured this season. They're the 4th worst team in the league by record, 21-58. They're probably going to get a top 5 pick, right? So maybe this is the opportunity where maybe they get the number 1 pick, maybe they get Cooper Flagg, and they're we're going to start over. Let's get rid of Zion. Let's get some draft picks back. And let's build around Cooper Flagg, or let's build around Dylan Harper, or let's build around Ace Bailey. There's just gotta be something. I just think the Zion Williamson era in New Orleans has to end. I think it will be the best thing for the Pelicans and Zion. I think it'll be a better thing for Zion, but I think at this point, both teams just gotta move on. It's not working. Right? And I don't know what's going on with this 2019 draft class, man. Zion and Ja both just wilding out a lot. Ja's gotten it more under control. I'm not gonna lie. The two of them still have injury problems, but Zion, takes injury trouble to a new level. So let me know what you guys think, man. Do you think Zion Williamson would benefit from a change of scenery? I want to know your thoughts. Want to know your thoughts about this whole mess that's going on off the court. Let's talk, let's link, let's build. And Zion, I'm praying for you, my guy. I hope things start looking up and the drama goes away and, you're able to play 82 games in a season and dominate and show the world, how good of a basketball player you are. Because it's been a long time since we've really seen Zion Williamson go hard and stay that way, sustain playing like the all-star that you can be. So that's all I got, guys. I'm gonna check you later. Stay up, stay humble, handle business, stand on business. Peace out.